So you just finished a high-stake networking event or a 3-hour board meeting or a social gathering where you had to be on the entire time. You perform well, you hit your marks, people like you, but now that's over, you feel like that your brain has been scrubbed with sandpaper. You're irritable, you can't focus, and even the sound of text notification feels like an assault to your nervous system. Most people call this shyness, but it's actually called social RAM depletion because you're an introvert. Your brain processes social data differently. You aren't weak, you just have a high resolution processor that generates a massive amount of heat in social events. And today I'm showing you the rapid recovery to clear your social RAM and get back to your peak performance. Let's get into it. So for an introvert, social interaction isn't just talking. It's a high-level task that demands so much energy because you're constantly monitoring the micro expressions. You're auditing your own tone of voice. You're managing the social frame of the room. And all of this sends your prefrontal cortex to overdrive and spike your cortisol. While extroverts get a dopamine out of this, you're spending biological currency to just stay present. I feel you. And by the time you get home, your system is in a state of fight or flight, even though you're out of that meeting. So if you don't manually reset your nervous system, you will carry this social hangover into your work tomorrow. Protocol 1, sensory deprivation. So your brain is currently looping the conversations you just had. To stop this, you need to cut the input. So try to spend 15 minutes in a dark room, in silence. No phone, no music, no self-improvement podcasts. Because by removing the visual and auditory stimuli, you allow your amygdala to realize that the social event is over. You're moving from the sympathetic part, which is actually the fight or flight, to parasympathetic, that's the rest and digest. The pro move that I have for you is to splash some cold water to your face because this will instantly increase your heart rate and forces your system to just reset. Protocol 2, the non-narrative window. The biggest mistake that most of introverts do after a social event is scrolling to relax. When you scroll on Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube, you're forcing your brain to process more social data. You're looking at more faces and more stories. This is like trying to cool down an overheating computer with opening 20 tabs at the same time. So the protocol that I have for you is that for 2 hours, try to just not check social media or even scroll through them. Do something manual like go clean your house, go for a walk, cook a meal. The goal here is that to engage your body without engaging your social, and this allows your brain to just offload all of those to long-term memory so you can stop obsessing over what they said or what you said or what you could have said. Protocol 3, the stubborn no. So the high performance is about knowing your cycle capacity. If you had a high-stake meeting on Tuesday, you should not be networking on Wednesday. You need to schedule a social fast. So the protocol is that block out a 24-hour window where your only communications is just factual and short. No deep chats, no long phone calls, because this protects your baseline. Sovereignty is to know when you're at 10%, having the discipline to recharge it, rather than trying to run until you crash. You aren't antisocial, you're pro-performance.